Begin takeoff procedure.
All right, we are back with round 5. Once again, this is Johnny. I'm joined once again by Uncle Mark.
Hey, how you doing?
And here we have 2 lists, Rebel on Rebel. On the left side of the screen, we have Jonathan Messmore from Columbus, Ohio. He'd like to give a shout out to Raven Squadron, as well as specifically David Carver, who helped make the interface that we are taking advantage of today. He's flying Miranda, kind of a classic Miranda, NIM with VI, TLT, harpoon missiles, thermal detonators, proton bombs, trajectory simulator, so lots of bombs and ordnance and things that do lots of damage.
I hate that list.
And then Miranda, can't get away from seeing her. TLT, harpoon missiles, Sabine, and bomblet generator. So definitely lots of options here for putting out damage.
Yeah, and also on the board today is Richard Sue, who is from everywhere. I have never seen a picture at FFG that Richard Sue is not in, and he is flying today Fenn, the PS9. He's got Miranda Donnie, and he has Lorik. We're looking on Fenn with adaptability. It's recruit. Miranda Donnie has twin laser turret. Yay! Harpoon missiles, C-3PO, bomblet generator, and long-range scanners. And Lorik has Rage, Finn, and Chopper.
All right, so 2 kind of meta lists. Both of these guys were seated at one of the top tables. I didn't ask their record, but could be that they're both undefeated. And yeah, should be some high-quality flying here.
Well, Richard has made his presence known, just everywhere. Always a good, strong competitor.
Yeah, it seems like he's been around the game for a long time, too. I remember when I first got into the game, right around Wave 6, Richard Sue was a big name.
Yeah. Yep, I don't know Jonathan, or maybe I do know Jonathan, but I just didn't realize it's his name. Well, I'm old. Come on. I know faces. I don't remember names.
Sure. Real quick, this round is brought to you by Francois Murray Realty. Francois, one of our Gold Squadron members, has helped 5 of our fellow Gold Squadron players buy or sell a house. So we have first-hand experience that he'll get the job done and know exactly where that gaming table should go in your new home. Francois Murray is part of the Murray real estate team, helping fellow gamers in the Chicagoland area with their real estate home buying and selling needs. Thank you, Francois, for sponsoring this match. All right, so Richard started with a little bit of a spread out formation, but looks like he's kind of coming together. You have a little kind of a lane here of obstacles that both players are kind of funneling into. It'll be interesting to see if they set up for a straight joust or if they kind of do something tricky.
Well, he likes to come in and play on the angles anyway, and that's a really good setup. He's got a straight shot across the board now to engage. It'll be interesting how he handles Miranda, his Miranda. I'm interested in seeing what Jonathan's going to do, how he's going to set up for his first bomb run.
Yeah, exactly. It'll definitely be interesting to see how he takes advantage of those bombs, if he's able to at all. This Fenn is interesting too. A very slim Fenn, really just taking advantage of the Fenn pilot ability.
I am not anti-technology. It just doesn't like me.
thank you to those who are participating in the straw poll. Looks like Jonathan is ahead right now, 7 votes to 1. People seem to be favoring his list in this matchup.
Well, that's a similar list that I got my first loss today, too.
Okay. Yeah, with the way that the meta is right now, we are getting at least some variety, I think, in the top list, but you definitely do see a lot of repeated themes, and Miranda is definitely one of those ships that seems to show up in pretty much any small base rebel list always has Miranda.
Well, it's a consensus that that's still the best ship in the game. Miranda Donnie is the best pilot and ship combination. It's just hard to beat, especially when she can keep regenerating.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
Aren't you glad that my fans are here?
Yeah, always adds color to the situation.
All 3 of them.
Yeah, Miranda is definitely kind of there for consistency. We have, both of them have harpoon missiles, so, you know, it's kind of, I don't know if this will come down to dice or come down to flying or come down to bombs. We'll see. It could be a close matchup.
And it's just giving fuel for all the podcasters now with Mirandas and harpoons, and there's salty stuff that we love to drone on and on about.
Yeah, that's right. The debate is still on if a harpoon should be changed to the point where you have to spend the target lock.
And as I've so characteristically posted on our podcast and all the other ones, I don't care. I don't care. Do what you want with it.
Lots of people stopping by to say hello.
That was hello. Okay. No, that was Bob Swaim. He is the infamous other grumpy old man in the X-Wing circuit,
Okay.
Myself being the primary grumpy old man. Mm-hmm. I've embraced this for several years now and shall continue to do so in the future.
Yeah.
I noticed that Richard is sporting his crate templates.
That's right.
Somebody needs to get him some Gold Squadron templates.
I think that is in order. Yeah, absolutely. We'll have to ask Dion to get on that. Richard did want to give a shout out to the Memphis 901st Squadron. Asked me to mention that. Oh, a little bit of a bump here on Miranda. Get that straightened out.
That's his home group, isn't it?
I believe so.
If Richard actually has a home.
Yeah. Yeah, very well-traveled individual. Okay, so I think we got a little bit of a nudge here. I think they're trying to get it straightened out.
Well, they have those wide wings on those
there we go, yep.
models.
And it is getting late in the day too. You know, you see a little bit of fatigue being a factor.
No, this isn't hyperspace. This is the system open. Yesterday, Tyler Tippett and Nicholas Tobin went 6-0 to take hyperspace invitations home with them. Congratulations to both of them. Nicholas is local boy to Chicago,
Yep.
and Tyler's my son, south of I-80. So at least one Tippett plays well.
There you go. It's always nice to see, you know, everyone out to support each other.
I'm just thrilled about some of the dads actually making some decent cuts. Kevin Eide was in top 4 at Wisconsin.
Absolutely.
And I've seen 2 or 3 other dads that are still participating while I'm over here with you.
It is a good family game, though, isn't it?
It is. It is. Jockeying for position still. I'm thinking a couple of more turns before first shots are fired.
Yeah, maybe. Those TLTs go far, but on their current trajectories, we'll see.
The familiar cry out of Judge, and we see the Marshal Chico, Darth Chico Brown going over to have a look at other tables, not at the one in progress that we're watching.
Yeah.
Still lots of people here. The vendor area has shut down for the evening, but now we're starting to get a lot of walk-ins, wandering around, looking at the action at all the tables. We're still have a lot of X-Wing to go.
Yeah, that's right. I thought it might get a little quieter in here after the first kind of round of cuts, but the action is still heavy and definitely a lot of people milling about the convention room.
And not all of us losers.
All right, so it looks like we have Richard thinking things over. You see him leaning over the table there. Gold Squadron Streams presented by OCX. Why not? Why not? We're all community.
Oh, that's going to get cut.
And is there another hyperspace event tomorrow?
I'm thinking there is.
I think that's right.
Somebody asked if I was going to try to play in it, and yeah, I've done enough socializing for the weekend.
Sure.
I'll be heading out tomorrow, head back downstate, and got a few things we've got to take care of down there. But golly, this is such a fun event, and I don't like missing these chances to get together with all my old friends and my new friends that I made.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And as many of you know, I can talk to a wall. So if you want to have your ear chewed on for about 45 minutes, just come over and say hi.
Yeah, this kind of regional and system open season can be quite a busy one. Lots of events, lots of traveling. I know our Gold Squadron guys have traveled to Indiana, Wisconsin, Michigan. Dion even taking flights to San Antonio, Arizona, Portland.
And he's headed out west again here soon, isn't he? San Francisco?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, well, it looks like we have an overwhelming majority picking Jonathan to take this.
Yeah, people are commenting that the approach is kind of in Jonathan's favor too at the moment. Maybe that's what's taking Richard so long to think over, kind of putting together an escape route possibly.
Well, Richard is a solid player. He likes to look at all of his options. I think I've played against him once, maybe. I know Tyler has played against him 2 or 3 different times.
Sure.
Good, solid player.
Yeah, so at this point, Jonathan is taking a seat, kind of just resting his elbows on the table and chin on his knuckles. Richard is kind of standing, looking at his dials.
Overthinking.
Possibly overthinking. Leaning over the table, as you can see.
Now, if this was me, I would just 4 straights and let's go.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm sitting over here with you.
Well, I don't know. Larry can pack a punch. We'll see. Got C-3PO to keep you protected. Tell you the odds. Yeah, people are recommending a tailgating outside of FFG before World. I think that sounds like an excellent idea.
And being on the inside of that, I'm pretty sure that's an affirmative. I'm really excited because I'm actually getting to go to Worlds for the first time this year, and the group that come out of Central Illinois. Actually, the only one that doesn't have a ticket is Tyler Tippett.
Right.
But Will Barnacle and I both got our Willy Wonka golden tickets, and are excited. I'm a little disappointed about missing out on some of the foreign players that can't make it because of how it was done. But I intend to go up and have a really good time and meet as many people as possible and just enjoy it.
Yeah, there does seem to be a bit of a disappointment among a few different groups for that reason, but they're doing the best job that they can.
Okay, so we've got movement.
Right, Lowrick dialing in a 4 straight.
What did I say?
Yeah, right. So, you heard it here first. It looks like that's a reinforced token, I'm going to guess. Miranda 2 bank, so just sliding in right behind Lowrick. Kind of just a line formation here. Get Miranda straight pointed, parallel with the board edge again. This is dropping a bomblet, maybe more as a reminder than anything else. And then nice and easy with the 1 straight. Lowrick coming in YOLO, yet it seems that way.
Looks like a possible T. Oh, he's got range on just about everybody. Those are cards from Bob Swain. I'm trying to think what squadron. Fenn Squadron. They're out of Indianapolis, and he does all the artwork on those.
Great. I just got handed an alt art Dash Rendar.
There's 3.
There's 3. Dash Rendar, Sabine Wren, and Captain Rex. Very cool. Yeah, these are great. Nice to see my hard work paying off.
Oh, Johannes, you're my man.
You got prost with me.
Thank you, sir.
Prost.
We have drinks being had.
Hell yeah. Prost.
All right, Nim is launching that bomb with Trajectory Simulator, getting her right there into the teeth of Richard's list, and then nice and easy 1 forward. And a target lock. Okay, gonna check for the bomb.
Yep, here we go. I couldn't tell what that was.
Yeah,
the camera's been moved.
Yeah, the players put the crits out on the table right where the glare is, unfortunately. Go check it out in a minute. And then I think we're getting probably an extra Sabine damage as well. So we'll get an update on that soon. Nim on Miranda. Harpoon missiles. Three hits. And guidance, what do we got here? Maybe just guidance chips? Not exactly sure what is being discussed right now. Calling C-3PO before he rolls. And then he rolls one evade. Spending the reinforced token from Lowrick. And Miranda is harpooned. So after this round, I'll go check out those crits and get an update on the damage. Richard did not set up where we could see his shield token. That's okay. And I was not paying close enough attention to know who has initiative here. But whoever's Miranda shoots first looks like Richard's. Five dice, wow. 5 dice and 4 of them crits, or 3 of them crits and a hit, rather.
Right.
Okay, right, so that was guidance chips that Nim used. Here we have 5 crits coming through.
I'll start paying attention now instead of looking up.
No problem. Appreciate it. All right, so that Miranda's definitely taken something.
Patrick is telling me that Richard has initiative.
Yeah, that seems right. I see 2 dice here being rolled. That's probably a first TLT shot, and here's a second TLT shot. Presumably back on Miranda again, and that looks like evaded. All right, next up is Lowrick on Miranda.
Two crits. And
Fenn to add an extra die. And then, oh, Lowrick must have used his rage this turn. That's why he has the 2 stress. They're figuring out if it's a hit or a crit that goes through. Looks like an extra crit. Just doing the final accounting here. And that is dead Miranda. Okay, so enough with the harpoons. That did a ton. And then Lowrick punching through with the rest. Takes out Miranda really quick here. So it looked like Jonathan was going to come out ahead of that exchange, but then Richard just...
yeah, that just fell apart real quick.
Yeah, putting on a world of hurt. Right. While we have a minute here, I'm just going to check the damage on Richard's squad.
Sure. We'll still be figuring out his moves. We wait for Richard to decide what his next moves will be. I can't tell how many shields the NIM has. We're going over there to check it now.
All right, I've got the update. On Jonathan's side, NIM has also taken 1 damage. On Richard's side, Miranda is down to 1 shield, but also has damaged engine. And Lorick has 2 shields and also has a direct hit.
Yeah, you guys out watching the stream have real good eyes. They all picked up there was 4 shields.
All right. Lorick has a direct hit, so down to 4 hull actually. So what's the game plan here now for Jonathan?
Well, if I knew that, I'd still be out playing.
Yeah, sure. He gets to move last, which maybe is a good thing.
If Richard is content to stay lined up straight in front of him, I can see him, if he's got one, sticking another bomb down in the middle of everything. Let's see. It's going to be tough for him because, well, it depends on where Lorick goes with that 180-degree firing arc.
Right.
And of course, you've got Miranda behind with her TLT.
All right. Looks like we're ready to go. Lorick, 2 straight.
Yeah, it's coming up to punch him in the face.
Next up is Miranda, 3 banks. So everyone's just kind of lining up right there. Maybe just kind of putting up a fence here for NIM a little bit.
I'm not sure the Twilight Dancer would distract Richard at this time, but it's a good thought.
Yeah, he seems pretty focused. I'm not sure.
Thank you, Kyle.
And then Fenn just kind of turning away.
Is it just me or is the noise level picked up?
Could be, yeah, could be. Definitely a lot of activity going on in here.
I'm wondering if he's going to do a 3 bank and clear that.
It looks like we have thermal detonator being dropped. And then just doing a one bank. So really getting into the teeth of Richard's list.
Yeah, I didn't call that, did I?
But Richard seems to have read it pretty well.
Yes, he has.
All right, so he's keeping the thermal detonator on the field, losing the bomblet from last turn. Miranda at range 1 of Nim is not a great place for her, so we'll see what happens here. Not a whole lot, just one hit. Spending a target lock though, that's better. 4 hits on Miranda. Richard debating C-3PO again. C-3PO, calling 0, roll 0, changes to 1, and Miranda takes 3. Miranda gets next shot. I believe that's gaining a shield back. Rolling 2 dice at range 1 and gaining a shield back. That is hit, hit. And no evades. Nim takes 2. And I think that'll do it for this round. Yeah, I see them
yeah, they're back to dials.
Fiddling with their dials. So that thermal detonator kind of set up for this next turn.
It'll be interesting to see where Lorik goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now he's in that danger zone where he's going to pass by Nim and have to start working his way back. So I figure he's doing a hard 2 or a hard 3.
Yeah, just get turned back around.
Start turning back.
Yeah, so YouTube has been a little more choppy today than Twitch. So if you're watching on YouTube and experiencing difficulties, Twitch has been a little bit smoother, if that's an option for you. Apologies for that. Jonathan once again has his dial down pretty quickly and is sitting there, elbows on the table, hands folded under his chin.
And the wait begins.
So Fenn round might be set up to catch Nim with some rear arc shots. Looks like we have dials down. Lorik is
there he goes.
Turning away. Looks like out of the range of that bomb. We'll see. Miranda dropping her own bomblet. And then dialing in 3 bank.
They're going to catch a little flack, it looks like, from, what is the thermal detonator up there?
Thermal detonator, that's right. Sabine is off the table now, so we'll avoid that 1 extra damage. Debating an action here for Miranda. He's still holding a template, so might be considering a slam here. He's working his way over to Jonathan's side of the table and does decide to do the slam. So actually is avoiding that thermal detonator, but not getting any shots this turn. So why not save yourself some damage if you can?
Sure, sure.
Oh, that's right. Nim would still have a proton bomb as well. So that would hurt Miranda. So smart move here by Richard. Fenn route coming around. And Nim. Looks like a 3 bank. Right up by that bomblet. Let's see what action we get here. Barrel roll doesn't look too bad, although Lowrick is still there. Can't tell if it's in Fenrau's arc. Think just misses. And goes for a target lock on Fenn. Going to leave the thermal detonator in place. The bomblet does go off. One hit.
Yep.
Another one off of Nim. Now we have Nim on Fenn. Range 2 obstructed. Possibly obstructed. Oh, we're checking arc for Fenrau first. So it looks like we have
well, it looks like checking for Ezra's rear turret.
Yeah, I believe so. Very close here. Don't know if this will warrant a judge call. They want to make sure they don't bump those ships.
And it's not Ezra, it's Fenrau. I'm an idiot.
Easy to confuse. Looks like it's out of arc. I can't tell what card that is, but I'm going to guess it's harpoon missiles. Spending the target lock. And guidance chips, we get hit, crit. Yeah, hit, crit. Fenrau on defense. 3 dice, 1 evade, spends a focus for 2, and ends up with 1 damage on Fenn. Not too bad. I'd say Jonathan is still playing from behind at this point.
Oh, well, numbers alone.
And no shot for Lowrick. So not a bad turn at all for Jonathan.
No, now we've got Lowrick turning around. We'll see what Fenn decides to do, and Miranda will start working her way back around again.
That's right. So do you think that's the last harpoon that Nim had available?
I'm thinking so.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think there's a way on here to cross that out.
Yeah, for some reason our dice box, we're getting a little different overlay. I'm not sure what the issue is. Dion's still playing, and we're just sitting here trying not to break all the equipment.
That's right. So if you're Nim, turn in here, maybe just go straight to keep your distance from Lowrick.
Well, I'm probably not the best person to ask, but I might get another bomblet out, bomblet generator, and start swinging, down the board, away from Lowrick, and maybe start working back around to engage Miranda.
Sure.
It can be a lonely session when you only have one ship and can get your dial down fast.
That's right.
And the analysis begins with the other player.
That's right. I see Jonathan over there. He's talking to people around him, smiling and laughing, so at least he's in good spirits about it.
Well, he's still playing.
Yeah, so...
I'm not bitter.
All right, Jonathan gives the thumbs up, signifying that he is indeed ready to go. Lowrick, one bank. Sort of makes sense, just catching Nim wherever Nim ends up going. Reinforce the front. Next is Miranda. Dialed in a 2-turn. Turns are red. I guess that's what I'm interpreting. So that was a red maneuver for Miranda. Fenn, one straight, keeping the rear arc. It's going to coordinate. Don't know what that was. Looks like Fenn coordinated a rage action.
That wasn't my air horn. I'd like to thank all the OCX guys that are watching today and giving us suggestions in chat. Good to see you guys are doing what you're doing over there in Orange City, Iowa. Okay, Dion, that's the last plug I give for OCX.
Yeah, he's just going to bleep all of these out. So Fenn Rao attacked, no damage. Next is Nim. One hit. Evaded, second shot, one hit.
And the evade.
And evade. Wow. And that's it. No shots from Lowrick. Back to Dials.
My day today ended shortly after going 1 and 2, being dismissed from this tournament by two brother OCXers. Yeah, I'll deal with them later. And we're having a great time. And no, it's been great. A lot of good camaraderie, a lot of X-Wing being played, and I can't roll an evade to save my life.
Did you happen to catch how many people started the day playing in this event?
No, but it was a house full. I started at table 130.
Okay, so at least double that number of players then.
Sure, I'm thinking it was probably close to 300 because they did a double call for the standby list.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they had a full quota. Yes, that is the dulcet tones of Uncle Mark. That's my NPR voice, guys.
Yeah, I think you can make it as an NPR announcer.
Oh, stop it. I'm behaving for Dion. Oh, there is the Zach Matthews of the blah, 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 blah cast. Jimmy.
Lots of hugs all around from Zach.
Andrew Craven was the second OCX guy that helped me exit this fine event. Yes, I am bitter.
Yeah, it is unfortunate when they happened. We had a few Gold Squadron members playing each other as well. Marcel was playing Darwin today. Darwin came out on top.
And Darth Chico is over at the judges table doing Darth Chico things.
Coming over here to charge his phone. Getting criticized here for being super talkative. It's a little bit of a slower game. Dials down.
We'll call that the Richard Sue effect.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. If you want just a nice, slow-paced game, Richard's your man.
And Richard, this is not negative. It's just the, yeah, well, yeah.
Nim finally coming around.
Miranda's taking her time. It looks like we're trying to do a Wookiee endgame on this.
Yeah, possibly. And Miranda's hurting, so why take any risks with her, really? Wookiee's still doing all right, and of course has the benefit of reinforce if he decides to go in for a joust. Fenrau also kind of pointed the other direction, flying away from Nim. So I'm thinking Nim's game plan here is just turn in and try to get some damage out.
Just put as much damage out as possible. Yeah. You can just take it.
That time of day, I guess. Drinks are being had.
Well, it's 7:10, so that means it's 5 o'clock on the Pacific Coast.
That's right. No windows in this room. I'm looking outside. Looks like the sun is just about set.
And we have the mandatory minin skirts.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we see Miranda starting to make the curl back in.
And a slam. So maybe making a move here with Miranda a little bit.
Want to get back in the game.
Fenn around, nice and slow. Gonna coordinate rage to lower it. And then Nim turning in.
He's swinging in, yep.
All right, so we'll get the joust between a raged Lowrick and Nim.
You know, at times you get at that point in the game where it's like, okay, I'm just gonna turn in on him and make my run. Maybe I get lucky, you know.
Yeah.
Get through and make the right crit.
Here we have Nim. 2 eyeballs. Re-rolling, 3 eyeballs. Changing those to 3 hits. And nothing for Lowrick.
I don't know if that was TLT. No. Maybe it was TLT. I don't know. I guess I should pay attention.
All right, we have Lowrick shooting back. Fenn is active. So that's 3 eyeballs. Finn's going to add a dice. He'll re-roll that dice with rage and then change the 3 eyeballs by spending a focus. So Nim takes 3. So is that damage cards on Nim? No, just 2 it looks like. So 1 shield and 2 damage. And I think Lowrick took damage on that turn too.
And there you hear the dulcet tones of Zach Matthews in the background. He has made his appearance today.
So I'd like to point out he's nowhere near us.
No, I can't even see him, but we can certainly hear him. Several games are winding up. I see interested parties leaning over, watching other games.
Yeah, that's right. Getting a little late in the round here. You see more people milling about.
I see Jonathan communicating with some of his friends and waiting on Richard.
That's right. So that was the 15-minute call. We might be a few seconds off, but our clock is pretty close. What's the game plan here? Nim's in some trouble, huh?
Yeah. I don't want to call it a suicide run, but I'm thinking the writing's on the wall. He's just trying to take out what he can take out before the end that comes. I can't see... So Richard's Nim has 1 shield and 2 hull.
Miranda.
What did I say?
You said Nim. Yeah, 1 shield, 2 hull. I believe that's right.
You have to watch me every minute.
Yeah, so Miranda's hurting a bit. Yeah, Nim can PS kill Miranda possibly if he gets a good pass. I'm guessing Richard is going to not let that happen.
Nim still has the bomblet generator going. I think maybe all the rest have been dropped.
Nim does not have bomblet.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
Thermal and protons.
Well, once again, I've been paying close attention to this, haven't I?
We could see, you do see at least the thermal is turned face up. I'm not sure which of these is a proton bomb.
Nim didn't lose trajectory simulator, just was chosen not to use it.
Yeah, used it once this game. Not again after that. All right, Fenn leapfrogging Miranda here. That looks like a proton bomb. And looks like he's going to launch that proton bomb. So we're going to mark Lowrick, get the 5 template in there. There we go. Just going to go for a bump here.
Yep. Avoid the Wookiee shot.
Probably avoid all shooting altogether. Back to dials. We're under 15 minutes now. With Richard on top, having taken out Jonathan's Miranda. And very early on in this game that occurred.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, was it the first engagement?
Yeah, happened really quick, and Jonathan has not been able to get points on the board since then.
Yeah, I agree with Chat. I don't know why Richard's bringing Miranda back into the mix on such low health. But he's still playing. I'm over here. So he must be doing something right.
Oh, I see. If I click on stuff, it crosses it out. So I did cross out Trajectory Simulator. Look at that.
Okay, it's host's error.
There we go. No, it's a great interface. You just got to play around with it a little bit.
Sure. As I'm looking around, I see Dion still hard at it, and
yeah, Dion is a very methodical player as well. I'm not saying that he slow plays or anything like that, but I've seen more of his games go to time than not.
it's kind of fun to look around here and kind of see the who's who of X-Wing that's here. I see Duncan Howard over across the hall. He's still engaged in games.
That's right.
Zach Bart from Indianapolis area, he's still engaged. There's a lot more that I should know, I would imagine. I see Luke Carrington,
Sure.
still engaged. He painted one of my Y-Wings that may or may not be retired.
He does a great job painting.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen a lot of his work. Yeah, beautiful stuff. He's painted stuff for Dion. Yeah, just great looking stuff.
He has a new YT 1300, and he's put the back end of another Raider on the back of it.
Okay.
So between that one and Tyler Tippett's Decimator,
Yeah.
you have two of the biggest engines on the.
I think I've seen that YT floating around today. It looks awesome, and it's painted as well.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful. They took pictures of them earlier today, side by side.
So we have both players standing right now, talking about something.
We've got the Wookiee that's made her turn, back end facing Nim. Fenn has swung out wide. Miranda's still at the high end of the map.
Oh, so I wonder if Lowrick didn't move there just to block the barrel roll. Almost looks like that could have been the intention.
Alejandro has just walked up and gave me the the 5 signal. So he's still in it as well from Buenos Aires.
So yeah, had him on stream earlier. Great guy.
Very interesting individual. Had dinner with him last night.
All right, shots being fired. Let's see, hit crits. Maybe this is Nim on Lowrick, I'm gonna guess. C3PO, so no, this is on Miranda. So Miranda takes a shield. And
There's 2 hits and turning it for 3. And Miranda's gone.
Miranda's off the board. So must have been a miscount on the damage maybe. But either way, Miranda's gone. So yeah, that really does make you wonder, why was Miranda even close to the fight?
Yeah, why bring him back in?
Hey, how many shields Lowrick have left on your stats? Yeah, 1 shield.
Okay, Richard just asked us how many shield Lorick has on our count. We told him 1. I'm not really sure. Okay.
I can't see his ships or his cards and whatnot.
Our count is far from the official. So not really sure what that was. Looks like they're going over something.
And we're roughly at the 5-minute mark.
See Jonathan gesturing, explaining something. Yeah, so our table is a good, 100 feet away from the players' table?
At least.
So whether or not that was stalling, who knows? So let's see, Richard's still up on points. Lorick, by our counts, has 4 shield, 1 hull. Sorry.
1 shield, 4 hulls.
Thank you. Getting late in the day. Thank you. Fenn is still 4 hull. Should be able to get a couple more turns in here, but maybe not with this pace of play. Lorick did not shoot. They measured arc and looked like it was out.
They are real close to that board edge.
Yeah, that's right.
If I'm actually seeing that right.
Yeah, looks like it. So with 1 turn to play here, is there any ship that Jonathan can even hope to take out?
Well, Fenn headed in the wrong direction. I don't know. Well, here we go.
Okay, 2 turns, stays on the board. Yeah, Masta 1996 says, I hate games ending to time. I definitely understand that sentiment, but it is part of the tournament structure and part of the strategy in playing in a tournament. You just have to understand time. I'm more of a casual player. I pretty much play until all the ships are off the board, but it's just, different kind of styles of playing and different lists that you bring for each different outcome.
And I didn't keep track of the number of turns that was being played at all, so that's bad on me.
We're juggling a lot.
Hey, I'm a rookie at this.
Looks like Nim is just going to bump there. No bomb drop. And so if that's a bump, that means no shots. And I think we will fit in 1 more turn in that case. certainly time will be called before dials are down this next time.
I would think so. We're approximately under a minute.
I lost.
I don't see any
Sorry.
judges move there.
I was guessing auto. Actually kept there.
Hello, Padre.
Oh, the game finished?
What?
Can they be finished?
Oh, still going.
Oh, it is?
So Jonathan's got his dial down again. And Richard has 2. And here he goes. It's a 1 forward, it looks like.
All right, so yeah, it looks like he throws down another block, and if that's the case, then once again, no shots being fired. Looks like a close game just ended, table close to us.
Luke Carrington celebrating. I have time here on our screen. I haven't seen a shake of the hands yet.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
If time has been called, it would look that Richard Sue has won by 1 point.
I believe that's right, assuming our accounting is right, but that looks to be the case. I think the players are just
rehashing,
talking over what happened, talking over some of the strategy. Yeah, you see the shift being picked up. So this is a GG. Richard Sue coming out on top. I pulled these players from table number 8, so pretty high up, and asked them to come over on stream. Next, we're going to try to get someone who's, what do you call it, 4-1. So win and you're in.
Sure.
And yeah, we'll take a quick break and be back in a few minutes.